Welcome to part 2. The new trailer for the new Hunger Games has dropped, and I've been watching it non-stop for the last 4 hours. I woke up, went to the gym, been watching it for all my gym trajectory. Nobody asked me if I was okay, which I think is kind of mean, but it's just the only thing I've been able to talk about. But right now I'm really gonna try to do this. This is book number 2. It's shorter and it looks very tiny, and that has not happened to me before. I've never had a book 2 be shorter than book 1. What am I expecting at the moment? I just think that obviously Titans are coming back. Look at this bitch. Why are they so ugly? Why do we make gods pretty and Titans horrible? Look at that. Ew. This is Kronos. Why is he disgusting? Why would you make a book with an ugly thing on my cover? Now every time I grab this, I'm gonna see this. And you know what I'm gonna think? Ew, I don't wanna grab this. I don't want my hand to be here while I read. Ew. Sloane wasn't big or strong, but he acted like he was. That's what it should say. But it says, Sloane wasn't big or strong, but he acted like was he. I like seeing this. I don't know why, but it makes me feel connected. Everybody makes mistakes. And I like that it's printed out and not noted by editors or by the author himself, but by me. Okay, so Tyson has been on paper for about... I'm on page 10 right now, but I already know he's obviously a creature or something within the gods. Am I thinking he's a god? No. Or a demigod? No. I'm thinking he's something weird. Okay, as always, I'm trying to be different and think about what Luke is pitching. It doesn't sound bad. What? Why do we actually why don't we join him? To be honest, I would have joined pretty easily. I don't have enough conviction for the Titans to not be there. I know they ruled in fear and things like that, but guys, that was a billion years ago. Maybe it could be different. I sound so stupid. I would want to talk to the main guy and see what he's pitching. You know what? At this point, I feel like Luke doesn't want to kill Percy because this is so stupid. Why is he doing this? The first time he tried to kill Percy, he didn't make sure that he was dead. He just kind of left him to die, which obviously didn't happen. And now he's just take them away and kill them. Why wouldn't you do it yourself? If I try to kill someone and it doesn't work the second time, trust me, I'm gonna drive that fucking sword into their chest. I am gonna see it through. Luke is just don't fail me. Stay in the hole to make sure the Draken is properly fed. Why don't you do it yourself? This is ridiculous. I'm gonna get ready for a job interview and then I'll keep reading tonight, I think. Can you believe that maybe if this channel had kicked off and been super good for me, I wouldn't even be going to job interviews? There are people out there that have never done a job interview because they're just that famous and they live off themselves. That is just crazy, isn't it? I feel that is actually crazy that some people just don't know what life is. Some people don't go to university, don't go to job interviews. Some people just make videos. Guys, Cece just turned Percy into a guinea pig. Because, and I quote, men are pigs. She is the funniest thing in the... I actually, preach. I don't know if Percy Jackson counts as a man, though. I don't think he enters the category of men are pigs. But eventually he would. He would have to make it to 16. Fine. I might be on board with the friends to lovers thing. I might be on board with the Percy and Annabeth thing. It could happen. I like what he's doing with it. I like the way it's happening. He just rescued her from the mermaids, sirens. And I'm listening to Sailor. And I just I felt something. Please. Please save Grover and not Clarice. I know she saved us once, but her faith is not to die. Her faith is to marry a monster. Which, I'm sure she would like, because she's feisty. She's got the energy, where she would hate it at first, obviously, but then she would fall in love. Please don't save her. Let her marry the Cyclops, please. I will never ask for anything else ever again, Rick. Please, please let her marry him. Please. I would do anything. I mean, right now I would do anything. Please. A half-blood and a monster together. I don't know if that breaks any rules. I don't give a fuck. Do this for me, please. And I would do anything. I would do... If this happens, I swear to God, I will never, ever speak ill of Rick Riordan again. I will never hate on Percy Jackson again. You will never see me. I swear to God, I will shave my head. They're selling me that romance. They're children, though. I remember having a crush when I was 13. It did not last. And I thought I was gonna marry him. Ew. I was obsessed, and he was obsessed. It was really good. Anyway, it didn't last. I'm kind of hoping that this is gonna be the same. He's gonna evolve, perhaps find a new girl. The one he dreamt about with the hardcore rock style. She was emo. Imagine if Percy Jackson fell for that one. Respect. Honestly, he needs a baddie. He needs a super baddie. Please. So Clarice and the monster are not getting married. Honestly, did I expect him to do that for me? No. But still, I'm really starting to get a little angry here. What the hell? What the hell is going on, guys? Luke has me so tired. I've never met a Luke that I've hated before. If someone asks you ridiculous questions, you best believe you don't answer them. I've had this happen. I've never told this story, actually, to anyone, I don't think. Okay, so once... Alright. I was in primary school, and I had a best friend, and we were so close, and it was so nice, and we had another best friend. But my best friend, her name was... Should I just say her name? I'm just gonna say her name. She's never gonna watch this. Her name was Becky. I think we were the closest at that point because we always changed. But at that point we were closest. But she was really bossy, and we always would do what she wanted to do. We always would meet at her house. It was just at that point, because it changed. But at that point, that was what was happening, and I was I didn't want her to be like that. So I called my other friend in the trio. And I was just hey, I think we should just kind of not separate from her. I don't remember if I said that actually. Maybe I did. It was just I was plotting to separate from Becky a little bit and just be us together. Anyway, this girl tricked me and she dragged me into the bathroom where Becky was hidden in a stall. And this girl and I were talking and I was okay, so yeah. And she was so tell me again, what did you want to do? If somebody ever asks you something that they should know because you just told them, don't ever answer, okay? Luke is being stupid. Anyway, that's what I did. I was an idiot back then. But I wasn't 19 years old like Luke was. I was what? Probably 12 or 13. Point is, I was telling this girl, yeah, so as I was telling you, I think yes, we need to separate a little bit from Becky because she's I love her and everything, but she's not great right now. We always do what she wants to do. I don't know what you think, and that kind of thing. And then Becky came out of the stall and she was oh my god, you're so traitorous. Amazing performance, by the way. Oh, that girl was fun. Anyway, she left. They both left me and I was Luke smiled at me
You'll never leave this boat alive. Yeah, whatever. Do you think I believe that? I am so scared, guys. I am 2 chapters from finishing, and I don't think there's gonna be a consequence. Please, somebody die. Somebody die. For the sake of this. Because the only thing that has like changed throughout this is the ages of the characters. They've gone to some like adventures and whatever. If there weren't adventures, there wouldn't be a book. The only thing that has happened, maybe I would say, is that Clarice is kind of, we're kind of hitting with her. But this absolute bitch, the one that couldn't eat the food, he was just sent back again. Like, he's not gonna make our lives hell because he was just there for a couple days and then now he's gone back. Where's the consequence? Maybe I have to wait till the last book for somebody to die. Luke has to die, obviously.
Okay, I'm gonna get at something, and I want you to use your imagination a little bit. Just try it, okay? Picture a man, very hot, long hair, abs, crazy, shirtless, crazy strong arms, and black long hair, and like dimples, and a perfect face, like a strong jawline. Like, he looks like a dream, like a man that you wouldn't see in real life. Okay, and then picture from the waist down a black horse. Right? Do you see it? Do you see what I see? Do you see a potential very good time there? Or am I tripping? I don't have to think much about it. This is really good. I finished the second book in 2 days. Why is it not cool though? Something about it is just not giving me super cool. Am I again tripping? I don't know. There's something lacking here with the coolness of this world. It's fun, but it's not cool. Much, much better. Can I just congratulate Rick for that? That ending, oh, masterful. I mean, that was fucking gorgeous. What an ending. What a way to end that book. Consequence. We had something happen. Consequence. Thank you. Thalia. She's my girl. The first fucking thing she said when she awoke from the dead was, my fucking name is Thalia. And Thalia is a very good fucking name. Woo! She ate with that. There wasn't a lot of consequence, which was what mainly affected my review in the first one. But mostly, the thing I'm noticing now that this book had that the other one didn't was like, the other one was set up from the beginning. He read the oracle. He knew what we had to do. And maybe he didn't know that he had Hades's fucking thingy. He didn't know precisely everything, but the whole thing, the whole path was set up. We knew what was going to happen. It did happen. It just happened the way that it was planted to happen. We didn't have a prophecy in this one. We kind of just pushed and pushed until we had what we were going to do, which is go to the Sea of Monsters, which was planted at the beginning. But I think it was better because what is a Sea of Monsters? You know, you don't know that. When I think Hades and I think the underworld, I know what kind of vibe I'm getting into. In here, it was just completely like, oh, I don't know where he's gonna take me. And I think that's why I liked most. I'm not a huge Greek mythology fan. But I don't know if when you read Sea of Monsters, you knew what you were getting into. I had no fucking clue. This book really made me laugh like 6 times, which for a 300-page book, almost 300-page book, big deal actually. There weren't any plot twists per se, except maybe the end where I literally did gasp. This is a 4-star book. Definitely lacked maybe a little bit of a plot twist, maybe a little bit of a
bam. I don't know what it's lacking, but you know, 5-star books for me are the books that I would recommend to most people. 5-star books are things that have changed me, that I know as soon as I read them that this has affected my life. That kind of thing. This Percy Jackson is not that kind of thing for me yet. It hasn't hit that point of peakness. It's not cool. That's what it's lacking. We need something specific to this world that makes me really engaged. And it just likes like something solid to anchor me to this world. So that's the kind of thing that I'm looking for right now, just to be like put into something that also gives me like uniqueness. I think this book lacks uniqueness in the sense that the story and the world building is already made by the Greeks, and I just want something cool about it that is just about it, you know? Because the underworld is the underworld, and it's what it is, and it's always going to be what it is from the Greeks, and in here as well. The Olympus, same thing. It is what it is, you know, and it was already made. I want something really, really cool made for this world and to be used in this world. Half Blood Camp is something that is new because it wasn't in Greek mythology, but it's not as cool because we're barely there. It doesn't have a lot of details to it. It's just, eh, and then not to compare, but yes to compare. For instance, Hogwarts. Harry Potter is a world that everything was already made. Sorcery is made. I mean, spells are made. Like they were from before. J.K. Rowling did not invent any of those things. But Hogwarts is a specific place in that world that is so cool. It is such a cool piece of architecture, and it's lovely to be in there, and in the houses and everything about it. It's just so nostalgic. And the nostalgia is that it's personal. It is just in that world. It is beautifully made. It has a lot of little details that you get to know through the books, and the books happen in there. In here, the Havelock camp is just like a place that sometimes is there, and we have many cool places like the hotel from the first one, and like Circe's spa, and all of those things that are really cool, but we don't really get to know them to a point where you can feel nostalgic about it and you can feel like it's cool to be there, because we're hopping from place to place. And the Half Blood Camp is barely even there. The book doesn't happen in there. It's almost always like 20 pages to be in there. Like it's not anywhere near as cool as Harry Potter because it lacks a Hogwarts. It lacks the substance of uniqueness. And I hate Poseidon. Brace yourself. A note saying brace yourself. How about you brace yourself for the punch I'm gonna give you in the fucking gigantic ball? Really great book. When my dear Percy rescues Annabeth from the sirens, and Annabeth said something, like whispered something or said something, I don't know, because he didn't hear. He didn't hear it because he had. Oh my god! I'm so stressed about that. What did she say? I guess we'll find out. And then Tyler. Was it Tyler? I don't fucking care. The half brother. Going back into the sea. Oh my god. I love him. Honestly. From moment one, I was like, this guy is fucking gonna save us all. And I bet you anything, he's gonna come back in the last book and he's gonna absolutely pull fantastic shit out of his pocket. And we're gonna absolutely love him. I really hated Poseidon in this book. I don't know why. He's not even here, but like there's just something about him. And not only the note, I felt this since like the beginning of the book. Something about Poseidon is like bugging me. Anyway, I loved it. Really good book. Peace.